just saw Interstellar, and incredible, incredible. What do you want to say? You want to say anything about it?
I need to sleep on it to really say something about it, but it's definitely worth the price of admission. It's probably the best thing about the movie is it really makes you think and it really makes you feel.
Yeah, it's definitely not to be missed. Now I think there's, I mean, just to be completely fair, there were some parts where I was like, this doesn't match up to my concept of reality. You know, it's like some things I was like, would that really go that way in real life? You know, like questioning. And then there'd be these moments where they pose these philosophical questions and scientific dilemmas and really make you question everything and look at everything from different perspectives and so phenomenal, some phenomenal moments in this movie. So I mean, but I can see why people criticized it. I mean, there's a lot to do it. Now it's 3 hours long, flew by.
Yeah, it they could have made it a trilogy.
Really?
Yeah, it was 3 hours, and it seemed like a little bit in the beginning and a lot at the end. There was quick edits. There was quick, like getting a bunch of information real quick that they could have done 3 movies on it.
Right. It seemed like Leaving Earth would have been the first movie.
Yeah, like the end when they were just wrapping up all the bits and pieces.
That could have been a whole movie.
That could have been a whole movie to really expand on, you know, now what? Now that we did this, now how do we take it from here? And in fact, the way they ended it, there was still a little more piece to the story.
Yeah, it was like magical fantasy, except could have plausible reality. I mean, right?
Enough reality in it that made it believable.
Also, while you're dealing with all these complex themes and storylines and plots, you still have this sense of like humanity. And I mean, people were moved, crying all around me. I was moved at different parts, which is incredible when you think about like you're trying to tell this complex story where you're tapping into the edge of human thinking, because that's what they did. They took like where we're thinking, what's possible for science and for our reality. So you take those concepts and you sort of have these abstract, complex concepts, and then yet you put them in a way that gives heart to them and sort of shows you the majesty and magic of being a human being.
Yeah, and it starts off like where we are now in the world, like a little bit after that, like if things went wrong, what it could really, literally look like, and then having to deal with that gave it a whole lot of reality.
Yeah, it's just you bought the relationships.
Bought the relationships. Yeah, I definitely bought the relationships. The acting was excellent all the way around.
There was not a bad actor in this movie.
No. You know, this is one of those movies that it took me into the movie. There was, you know, until the end, I didn't know I was watching a movie. You know, you're that into the movie, you don't even remember you're watching something. You think you're there. And this is the kind of movie that had so much in it, it'll probably take 2 or 3 viewings to really get it all,
Right.
if not more.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching it thinking I'm not quite comprehending what they're saying right now. But very good. I'd say very good. I mean, and a must-see for those of you who don't know. It's being shown on 70mm film, which very few movies will be shown ever again. I don't think it's expensive, and I don't think people will be doing it very much longer. So Christopher Nolan has it shown on 70mm film, and that's the director and the writer. One thing I will say is that the script was an old script that they sort of rewrote. Him and his brother rewrote it, and I think I think that there was some weakness in the script. Some weaknesses in the
Yeah,
script.
there was some weakness in the script, weakness in the editing.
Although he did his magical editing thing again, right? Like, you know, he's been doing this since Memento with this editing that's insanely creative.
Yeah, yeah, and there was parts of it that didn't make sense, but I mean, I guess that's what you get when you get creative with your editing. But like I said, I got to see it. I got to see it a few more times. I mean, I can't really fully qualify it and rate it until I see it a couple more times. But I can say that it's definitely worth seeing. I mean, this is one of those movies you don't walk out and instantly want to go do something. You really want to think about it.
Well, you got to rate it for the review. We're gonna rate
Well,
it.
all right. So after seeing it once, I mean, I would probably give it out of 100. I would give it an 85.
And I give it a 90. And I give it a 90 because I feel like there could have been a little bit more action, maybe. And I feel like some of the, you know, some of the ways they sort of got Matthew McConaughey's character Cooper involved in the story was a little bit like, wait a second, hold on, slow it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was
Right.
it was quick to get started, and then you had a long middle, and then quick to end up.
Right.
You could have made those a trilogy,
Right.
and then really expanded. I've never seen a movie that was 3 hours long that I wanted to see more.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, but I see it in IMAX, see it with the most, you know, the best way you can see it because it deserves that. The visuals were incredible.
Great CG.
I mean, you've never seen anything like this. I mean, definitely shades of 2001, Space Odyssey, shades of Gravity, and you know, I think he hit another home run. I mean, really, right? I mean, this is not going to dissuade you from seeing a Christopher Nolan movie again.
No, you know, no, I would definitely want to see another one.
Yeah, incredible. All right, that's it. Peace. Oh, rate and subscribe. Rate and subscribe.